Hello, in this quick video we're going to go through how to change your donor statistic settings. This is going to include whether or not your donor roll-ups equal your fiscal year and or your calendar year, and or how to set the end date range in your donor stats. So once again, this is a system administrator function. Please consult with your Salesforce system administrator before attempting these functions or these changes. So as you're in Salesforce, as you note, when you go into a household or an organization, even a contact record for that matter, you have these donor statistics, donor information, donor details, a lot of great information. You might be looking at total gifts this year and saying that doesn't look like total gifts, or maybe it's looking at your fiscal year versus your actual calendar year. So we're going to talk about the setting for that, as well as there's a few fields that have the last N days. That's going to be in the same sequence of where to change that. So last end date. So you get to actually set that end date parameter. You're not able to change the label here, but you are able to set that parameter for your organization. So what you're going to want to do, it's actually a very easy change. Once again, system administrator, make sure you understand that if you change these, it might throw off reports. Make sure you just understand that changing these can have side effects. So after you log in, you're going to want to click on the plus sign to go to all tabs. Next, you're going to want to find NPSP settings. So it's nonprofit starter pack settings. Because all these roll-up fields are a nonprofit starter pack, custom fields, so a lot of the settings are non-editable, or they're a managed package. So there's certain things you can change, certain things you can't. And just so you know, when you click on NPSP settings, it does tend to take a little while to load the page, but be patient. It certainly should load for you. So you click on that, you should get this window. Next we're going to go is donations, and then donor statistics. So this is where we're going to find those two fields. So for this organization, our developer org, we're not using fiscal year settings. And if you're curious, where do you set your fiscal year? You go to your setup menu, and then go to company information, and then it'll be fiscal year under there, if you're wondering what your fiscal year actually is. So you simply click edit. If you wanted to buy fiscal year, feel free to click that. This will actually show you to set fiscal year information. Go to setup, company profile, fiscal year, so you understand there. And then also the end value range. So that end value you can change to any date sequence. It could be the last 1 day, it could be the last 2,000 days. So usually it's probably pertinent to, a lot of the defaults just are 365, just the last year. But these are where you would change these two stats. So after you do those two, go down here and hit save. And there's one other step you have to do for these changes to take place. So after you save that, you just change the settings. Well, now the system has to relook at the data to recalculate. So what you're going to want to do is come over to the left-hand side here, go to Rollup Donations Batch, and you'll see this field. You simply click this Run Batch button. After you click Run Batch, you'll see that it goes to work and starts to re-roll up your batches. So it looks at all the current opportunities that are there. You also get a nice little notification. I don't have a lot of data in the developer org, really probably less than 10 records. So if you have a lot of records, this could take an hour or two, just so you know. So as soon as you run that, you get the success screen. Then your donations are going to be rolled up to the way that your settings now take place. So hopefully that makes sense. That covers the end date range, and then as well as your year-to-date, your total gifts, where they're concatenating these informations, whether it's looking at calendar year or fiscal year, and then also to set that end date value. Hopefully this helps.